Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca. Happy 6th of December to you all. It's a good day today. The last of the orders went out today, the 5th. As I'm filming this, it's the 5th. I've just locked up the shop for the night, but all orders apart from Canadian, I have got hold of Canadian. As soon as the post is back up for them, I will get that sent out. But all orders are out. I feel like I might be able to breathe a little bit tomorrow, so that's all good. I have, of course, today's Add More Zest Advent. I also have a gift from Kim. I decided to pick a big one. It's not giving away much though. So I'm going to open the Add More Zest Advent first. Today's item has actually been requested quite a bit, and I now currently have these all over the house. I did a load of extras, but it is a pocket book of lists. It's A6 size, which is half of A5, which is like the Paint Gem mini sort of size in the books. It's half of that, and it is, we have them for so much. So hubby has one on his computer desk for noting down little bits to do with his game. I have one in my quilting, and I use it to write the quilt size and determine my backing size and my batting size and anything else that I need to sort of jot down. I tend to use a page per quilt. It's also really handy if you have like mini to-do lists for the day, etc. But it is a pocket book of lists, so whether it's lists that you want to carry around with you for long term or not, it has got the nice plastic cover on the front and the back, which makes it really sort of hard wearing and sturdy. And hubby actually mentioned to me the other day that his book is nearly full, so I reckon this one will be going to him, but I do have some more, so I'm going to grab myself another one too, because yeah, you don't always need a big piece of paper for a list, so a small one is perfect. And it also goes really well with yesterday's pen, so you can make use of them both at the same time. So yes, that is today's Advent gift. And then I have a gift from Kim. So this is quite a big one. I don't think there's another big one that's flat. This is sort of big and bulky. Ooh, pretty. I've just peeked in there. Let's see. Oh, it's a storage box. Oh, it's two. Oh, wow, even better. I always have use for a storage box. Do not get me wrong. I always have use for a storage box. But this is actually a set of two. Do I have a craft? No, I don't. Where's my scissors gone? There's going to be people here laughing now like somebody, you never have what you need. Oh, there we go. They are there. I have an idea for these already. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Kim. So it is two mini photo boxes. Are they roughly the same size as my little one I use for my special diamonds? Not quite as wide, but I have a plan. Let's see if my plan will work. This is exactly the sort of thing I've been looking for. At least I hope it is. If it fits. If it fits. So, let me get in it. Because if anybody else who's in America and can get hold of these may want them for the same idea I do. Hang on. My desk in here is becoming a little bit crazy. But my thought, so what was rattling with this silicone stuff. Currently, my diamond industrials are in one of these plant pots I have on my shelf, and I've been meaning to find something because I have one of each. There's like 60 colours of each. They fit exactly. Would they fit upright? Just a question. No, they don't, but that could not be more snug and perfect. So I'm thinking one for round and one for square. I'm not sure if it'll fit all of them in. These I think are all round. I have pulled out a couple of squares. They're all square. They're square. So are they. Oh, they're round. Are they all round ones? Yes, they're rounds. So are all these. So I might have to have some on the top, or maybe I'll use them for my squares and keep my rounds in here. Yeah, because they're all rounds. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have a sort out, because I don't think I'm going to fit all my rounds in one. It's close. It's close, but not quite. And of course, it's not going to allow me to flip through. But I'm going to have a sort out. And I think I'll keep my rounds in this. And I'll put my squares in this. Because squares are going to be what I'm going to use the most for my paint gem. For blinging up my paint gem. So I have an idea for these already, and they are going to store my diamond industrials. Now I just need to clear some space on a shelf. They also look like they would fit cover paper. Oh, it's like a perfect fit for our wallets of cover paper. Again, not quite upright, but the cover paper would also fit in here. So maybe I could have a mess. I currently have my, let me get an empty one. I currently have my cover paper in these storage drawers, these clear storage drawers from Home Bargains in the UK. And I have quite a few of these. So what I could do is maybe move some of my diamond dust into one of these. I need to take the stickers off the front. I've just recently got a couple more of these. I could put my diamond dust in there and use these tubs for some of my more themed cover paper. So when I want Christmas, Halloween, etc., etc., and have a little bit of both. They are gorgeous. Thank you ever so much, Kim. I now have an organisation plan to do at some point. And those two little storage boxes will be absolutely perfecto. Oh, I've just knocked on. I knocked my trash tray from the other day. I think it got caught on the bottom of the box. But yes, absolutely fantastic gift from Kim. Thank you. I'm actually thinking themed cover paper. Put it in my labels and it can come out when it's themed time. And then pop some of my diamond dust in those drawers. I might have to see how my square fit across the two of them. And then decide how much I can get in them both. But yes, very, very exciting. Thank you. Absolutely love it. And when I get round to straightening up in here, which I want to say is one of my plans for tomorrow, but I think there's other areas of the house that need it a little bit more than in here does. Because I can shut the door in here and just not look. Which will make it a lot easier to deal with. But yes, when I do get round to having a nice good sort out in here, that is one of the tasks. It's one of the tasks that's needed to be done for a while. I've needed to sort out the exact positioning for my diamond dust drills, but they've just been there because frankly I've not used them yet for paint gem because I've still got paint gem on the go that I'd already picked out ABs for. So it's not become a priority. But now I have pretty storage boxes. It will be, because I like pretty. Okay, we are on canvas B today, B for Bravo. It is a round one, so it's likely to be a fairly prompt one today. Fairly quick one when I do the rounds. Which is possibly good. I actually have 2 days worth of Advent to catch up on today. Yesterday was another long day with orders and I actually spent quite a bit in the evening, which is I think the reason I've managed to get everything out today. So yeah, by the time I came in I didn't even do my jigsaw Advent and I'd been very good at getting that one done. But the plan tonight is to film this, do the editing and do another email sweep because emails are thick and fast at the moment. Do that while having a sit down and a brew, and then I should have a couple of hours before bed, or at least maybe an hour before bed if I'm being realistic, which will give me a chance to catch up, do my 2 days of the jigsaw and do my paper piecing that hubby got me. So night before last I caught up on 2 days, but now I'm behind again, and then things should be fairly plain sailing, hopefully. Tomorrow I will do whatever orders come in, and then I'm hoping to actually film the weekend's WIP and Waffles tomorrow if I can in the day. We shall see how many orders come in. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping to film that in the day tomorrow, so that I can just not touch the computer all weekend. But we'll see how that goes. If not, a WIP and Waffle is not a bad thing to do at the weekend. It's just remembering to make sure it's done in time for it to get edited and uploaded, because the weekend's nowhere near as structured as through the week is. But yeah, today is a good day. So let's keep going with some of this night sky. We are still on comments from the first. We're not far off the second, I don't think. But Kitson and Hinon Co-Crafts. Not quite sure if I have put the spaces in the right places when saying that. But they said, when I said in my last WIP and Waffle that the 1st of December would be out at 4 p.m. GMT, she was like, oh, what's that in my time? Turns out it is at 8 a.m. as she is GMT minus 8. So she'll be going through agony on the weekends when she has to be at work super early and can't open her Advent until after work. Oh, can you not take it with you? Can you not take it with you to work, or open your Advent before work and then just watch the video later and do your diamond painting later? There's nothing stopping you opening your Advent at a completely different time to me. Though if you do get a confusing gift, you might have to wait to watch the video for me to explain what it is. But yes, you don't have to wait You can open the Advent as soon as you open your eyes if you want in the morning. Marsha, she says she understands not liking the explosive side of fireworks and the fire gun sound of a popped balloon. She says both startle her. She says, but her grandson has some neurodivergent characteristics and any sudden sound really bothers him. She says they found some noise cancelling headphones help with everything from loud conversations and crowds to fireworks and balloons. She said it just looks like he's listening to music or one of his video games. She said it makes him comfortable and that makes us happy. Yes, so true. Noise cancelling headphones can be an absolute dream. She says she didn't get to purchase an advent calendar this year, she said, because life happened. Life likes to get in the way sometimes. She says hubby went to hospital and rehab for a medical emergency and financially caused things to be really tight. And that's the bummer, isn't it? Whenever finances get tight, it's the things we enjoy that end up having to go on the back burner. She says she's been on a no-buy since July. She says it's okay. She says she does have a stash to work from. She said, don't we all? That is so true. That is so true. She says, but she really enjoyed watching me unwrap December the 1st goodies. She says, how thoughtful. She says she didn't even know there were advent puzzles. She says, and your advent diamond painting, she says, looks like so much fun to do. She says she'll be ready for next year. She says, God willing, and the creeks don't rise, she says, as we say. She says she's heading out to her craft shed to get in some me time and work on her Chuck Pinson some more. She says she would love to get it finished and hung up on her wall out there. Hang on, try actually getting that in the square. She says her grandson wants her to start on his Diamond Art Club Dinosaur War. She says she thinks that's the title. It's been kitted up since last Christmas when he found it under our tree. She says having a dedicated craft space surely helps move things along. She says happy holidays to all zesties. She said it's a wonderful community to be part of. That is so, so true. That reminds me, I've got my winter wonderland to work on as well. But I'm also very, very close to having the charts done for Spookmas. So I might finish them. Maybe I'll try and do them while my video's uploading to YouTube. Sorry, my brain goes off on a tangent sometimes when I'm reading comments. And mentioning working on a diamond painting made me think of working on my diamond painting. But then that also made me think, say, of Spookmas, because I'm doing a chart to art, which also makes me think Spookmas is very nearly finished. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start doing the PDF front pages for those while my video's uploading, and I'm on the computer anyway. See how long my emails take me, and try and get those finished off. And then if tomorrow goes to plan, then tomorrow night I might start on the Christmas 2023, because I actually really, really enjoy doing them, and I really, really get into the swing of things once I get going. But we'll see how it goes. Sarah B, she says, hello Rebecca. She says she can't tell me how happy have made her today with the day one of the Advent. She said it has been an incredibly hard last 4 months, and she's been desperately trying to catch up on all my videos. She said she made an exception today and just jumped to day one of the Advent. She said since she doesn't want to fall behind. She said her dad went in for surgery 4 months ago and was supposed to have a recovery time of 2 days. Oh, and he ended up in the hospital / recovery home for 3.5 months. Goodness me. That's just horrific. She says then a couple of days after they finally got him home, one of their cats passed away unexpectedly. It doesn't just rain, it pours, doesn't it? It really, really does. She said that was a tough blow after everything. She said, and also losing another one of their cats about 6 months ago. She says, anyway, she says she purchased the Advent back before all of this started. She said, and she was thrilled to find the Advent painted you've created, she says, in day one. She says, what an unexpected delight, she says, and a real pick me up, she said she was sorely needing. Oh, I'm so glad that it has really helped you feel better. Hopefully getting the Christmas spirit. She says, thank you so much. She said she's sorry for the really long comment, but she had a lot to say, she said, after being gone so long. Sounds like there's been so much going on. Bit of craziness over your way. She said, happy Advent to all the Zesties. She says, P.S. She says she thinks she's found the mini error on the Advent painting. She says, do you mind if I ask if it's on a specific day, or do you want to keep it quiet in case somebody doesn't notice it? I think everybody's going to be on the lookout for it now. I've got my completed one here, but I actually fixed it on my completed one. I'm trying to think where I'm trying to think where my images are of them, because as soon as I see it, I haven't got, oh, hang on, have I got a blank one in here? I'm trying to see if I can see it, because I've got loads of different screenshots of it, but I don't think they're the ones from when it was actually being produced. And it would be in there that they are. I've got so many files. I need to tidy up my Advent files well and truly. The Advent folder gets crazy throughout the whole year. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Found it. So, for any of those that are interested, I say it's a very, very slight error. You're more likely to notice it when you're doing it, and you can in effect fix it as you're doing it. But it is on day 22. So it's just a small thing on day 22. It's not noticeable when you look at the painting. Even from a distance, it's not hugely noticeable at all, which is why I didn't pick it up on the sort of final rendering that I was sent. That's why I've not picked it up, but I did pick it up when I was doing the painting. And as I say, on mine, I actually fixed it. So I have mine here, and I've actually fixed it on day 22. So I'm not sure if you can see what is different on day 22 compared to the other one, but as I say, it's a very, very small thing. But yeah, it's one of the first things I did once I got hold of them. I was like, I need to do. I need to do. Absolutely loved it. Anyway, back to diamond painting. But no, you don't need to keep it quiet by all means. If it's not on day 22 that there's an error, then yeah, maybe keep that quiet, because I'm hoping I've only made one. And to be honest, I don't even know if it had been something that people would have mentioned, especially if you're doing it at a day at a time. It might not even be something that you notice. But yeah, the joys of trying to do diamond paintings. It's not as easy as people think. Jerry, she said, so very thoughtful of Kim. Yes, absolutely blew me away when she messaged me, and extremely thoughtful. And so far, she is obviously an extremely good gift giver. She is hitting the nail on the head. Things I wouldn't have even known to ask for. But I'm so incredibly happy with all the bits I've got. I'm very excited to find a nice space on my shelf and to organise my diamond dust drills once and for all, and have them in a nice organised home. And then if I ever get through my 3 sets of paint gem that are on the go, I can start using them to add extra little bits of sparkle to my whatever my next sets of paint gem are. Rather excited for that. The way my chance to diamond paint at the moment has been halted, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get a few more days where I can diamond paint a little bit more. And maybe, if I haven't got enough time to kit up floral and finish it, which I probably won't have if I'm brutally honest with myself, maybe I'll try and focus on getting a few more of my paint gems done. I keep plodding away. There's just so many of them. And as beautiful as they are, they take time to do. Roxy, she says, happy start of Christmas. Yes, Christmas starts early for us now, starting at the beginning of December. She says she always watches these WIP and Waffles, she says, the morning after, while having a quiet half hour to an hour, she says, before the kids get up. She says she's hoping this year herself and her 10-year-old daughter can complete a Christmas diamond painting together before Christmas Eve. Oh, that's a beautiful idea. That sounds like so much fun. Completing one together. Megan's currently got her Diamond Art Club King's Path. She's got possibly 3 cover paper rows to do. Doing the cover paper the small way. She has got it set up on my drafting table, and it worked for doing one section. She hasn't done any more since. But yeah, that's on her plan of things to try and finish this year. But we'll see how that goes. If she doesn't hurry up, she can move it off my drafting table and I can put my jigsaw there. But at the moment, I've just got them on pieces of grey board until I've got like 2 or 3 pieces of grey board, and then I'll make it shift. That, or I'll get my puzzle board out. We shall see. Daroots says, thank you for doing the unboxing. She says, too exciting to see. Having to live vicariously through the videos on the account of a no buy. I know, I should put myself on a no buy. I have done absolutely rubbish at trying to get my diamond paintings down to an amount that I like. That reminds me, I do have giveaway diamond paintings for this year, just in case anyone's wondering. I do have some. I keep some aside when I do unboxings. I keep some aside for giveaways, and I have them. I just need to get stuff sorted for it. This week has been all about launch, so it may be a week or two until I get round to sorting that out, but then I'll basically just do what we did last year, because it's a busy time for everybody. I'll open the giveaway, let you guys know the password, and then close it after Christmas. It will be open everywhere. This has been a question that I have been asked, and quite rightly so. I get why I was asked. It will still be open everywhere. If anybody in Europe wins, because it is a giveaway, it's not a business sale. It's a giveaway. If anybody from Europe wins, the affected countries, the difference is I will just post it. I will go to the post office and post it directly from myself. It'll have nothing to do with the business. So the business has no comeback in that way. I will post it direct through my name because it's a gift. And that's the only way I can see to keep things open. Because in effect, the giveaway items, the only thing I might have to do is not, because I tend to put a couple of things in from the shop for the giveaways as well. I might just have to, be that if they win an item from the shop, i.e. a tray or something that is a business item, I might have to draw a name again for that one, and the European get something that is nothing to do with the business as such, i.e. the business sale of products, and it's just something that I've promoted from a different company, and therefore it's a gift, if that makes sense. I do need to check the legalities of it, but I know there is plenty of items that I have that are my own personal items, that I am more than happy to include as part of the giveaway. And if a European person wins, then I will just make sure that they win an item that's suitable, basically. And then I will post it myself. That, or I'll just buy the gift. In fact, what I might do, it'll still make it fairer. If there is an item that is an Add More Zest item, I will just buy it from the business and then send it, because then it's rightfully mine, and I can send it on as a gift, and I'll do it that way. And then hopefully there shouldn't be any problems with that. Cross fingers. If anybody knows of something different, don't tell me until after the giveaways. Because I want the European people to still be able to take part, and it seems to be the only way that they can now. Right, that's that one done. Nicola, she says, hi Rebecca. She says she has been AOL for a while, due to the start of her new business, making wedding cakes. Ooh, congratulations. You get all the minefield that comes with running your own business. That you never quite realise how much of it there is till you're in the thick of it. It's a good job we enjoy what we do. But she says, as a result, she is watching the Advent in the morning, the day after. She says, along with at least one video from where she left off back in June Waffle. She says, hopefully she'll catch up eventually. There's a few whoppers in there. There's a few longer ones. She says, but she's trying to get some me time around her business. Oh, this glue dot's sticky. Around her business, she said, is not always easy. I agree with that as well, completely. I mean, this week disregarded because this week has been an impromptu launch week in the fact that I couldn't prep for it. But it can be one of the hardest things, is sort of setting those boundaries. It can take a little while to sort of kick in, but it is much better if you can. So this week I've completely disregarded my own because I've been working into the evenings. But normally I do try and have a cut-off. When everybody else gets home is when I generally try to cut off. Advent and June waffle tends to get a little bit flexible. But yeah, and if you do find that anything's happened that's taken your time a bit more in a time you've designated for your own, then don't feel guilty potentially taking that back another time. So tomorrow, my plan is to not only try and by tomorrow I mean the Friday that you're watching this, my plan is to not only try and get the weekend waffles done so that I can completely veg. Well, I'll probably end up doing something around the house, but I'm also going to try and start cleaning the house in between that. So like do a WIP and waffle, go and clean the bathroom, do a WIP and waffle, go and clean this room. That's my plan. We'll see how pear-shaped that goes tomorrow. But yeah, don't feel bad taking your time back from the business if you've given a lot of your other time to it. And yeah, try and get some sort of structure that you stick to the majority of the time. And yeah, enjoy it. Because it is fabulous. She says, thank you for the company and for the fabulous advent calendar. She says that she has managed to buy for the first time, even though she's followed my channel since 2020. Perfect. Well, say you enjoy it. Try and get your little bit of me time. At the minute, my me time is definitely in these waffles because I love them, and then I try to get my little bit outside that. Doesn't always work, but it will do today. That's for sure. I'm looking at the time. It is nearly 7:30, which means I do have time to be able to fit in catching up on my jigsaw and my English paper piecing today, even after editing this video. So yes, another section done. Look at those little eyes. Little eyes peeping over number 22. It'll be a while, well, it'll be a bit before he gets the rest of his face. But yeah, another section done, another advent opened, and thinking of when you guys are watching this, it's going to be the weekend. So have an amazing weekend, everybody. Excuse me. Whatever it is that you're doing, I'm hoping to get a bit of quilting in, even if it is quite possibly a quilt that my daughter's friend needs for Christmas. I think I'll be helping my daughter with that. So I'm hoping to get a bit of quilting in, and I'm hoping to get the rest of my house straight, whatever I don't end up getting done tomorrow, so I can start the week after off in an amazing way. Maybe I'll trade. I'll quilt a bit for my daughter and she can wrap Christmas presents and try and get some of these boxes out of my house. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow.